Hello everybody, welcome back. It feels like it's been so long since I've sat and spoke to you. I don't know if I've done a vlog recently, like a proper one. I have no idea. It just feels like it's been ages. But hello, good morning. I thought I would just start like a day in my life, spend the day with me type vlog. I feel like we have a few things to catch up on, a few things to chat about. I have just woke up this morning and had a little bit of like a clean and a declutter. I had so much washing to do, and then I've just read a little bit in bed. Obviously got ready, but I have some parcels that I thought I would show you. I just feel like I've been a little bit, not even chaotic, but I just feel like I've been here, there and everywhere. Like for the beginning of January, I feel like I haven't had a full reset or like a full, I don't know how to explain it, like a relaxing month to sort of start and ease into the year. So I'm hoping that that's like what February will be for me. But anyways, I have got a few different parcels to show you, like some general wellness stuff, some bookish stuff, some prints and stuff. First up though is a package from Magic Mind. I have mentioned Magic Mind in a few of my previous videos and also over on like my Instagram and stuff. I actually think you probably will have seen me doing my shop this morning, but if you don't know, Magic Mind is a mental performance shop. They are like obviously big on wellness and health and self-improvement and stuff. So the reasons that I take a Magic Mind shop is to reduce stress and anxiety. I originally did the like weekly sort of like 7-day challenge to see if I liked them, and obviously I did, and since then I've just been doing my shot every morning as part of like my health and wellness sort of goals for 2025. So I am fully stocked back up. But I've really been enjoying taking these on a morning. As part of like my 75 soft, medium, whatever you want to call it, and just general wellness sort of habits, I am trying to obviously like drink more water. My water intake is already pretty high, but I'm trying to like up it a little bit. I'm only drinking 1 coffee a day and I'm doing my Magic Mind shot. So on a morning, I will wake up, I will have like a big old thing of water. I'll have a lemon green tea and my Magic Mind shot. And then when I sort of either get to work or when I'm having my breakfast, that is when I'll have my coffee. So I feel like I've really sort of got into like a good routine of using those. And I feel like I will openly, like I've said so many times, I'm very open about like mental health and everything on here. And I was saying in my, I think maybe it was like my reset video, that I have been on some different medication. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's like the combined all of it, but I have genuinely, touch wood, not to jinx anything, I have been feeling the best that I have in a while. And obviously I'm very happy about that. Like we are hopefully only going to go on up from here, but I do think these have really helped too, and sort of like getting into that routine and putting a focus on my wellness, building healthy habits and everything like that. They do actually do a sleep elixir, which I really want to try. They're currently not shipping that to the UK, just in the US, unfortunately, but I really want to try that because I feel like I've got my morning routine down to a T, and I want to kind of like focus on my nighttime routine now too. But their sleep elixir sort of helps to wind down, improve your rest. But like I said, unfortunately it is only available in the US. But if you are in the US, you can use the link magicmind.com/GeorgiaWJan to get 45% off the bundle deal of the wellness shots and the sleep elixir. But if like me, you are from the UK and unfortunately can't get your hands on the sleep elixir yet, they currently do have discounts for up to 50% off the wellness shots. So I'm gonna go and stock up as well whilst they have the discount on. What are a few, should we go through like my 75 soft? I feel like I didn't really talk about that on here. Like I obviously talked about my goals for the year in my reset video, but I don't know if I've talked about my 75 soft. So I started it on the 2nd of January and it should technically end, or like the 75 days will end on the 17th of March. So a few that I had on mine were a minimum of 1 to 1.5 hours of exercise every day. I will say that mine might borderline be classed as cheating because a lot of them I already do. Like, that's why I've gone with a 75 soft and not 75 hard, because a lot of the things I do them already. So like the exercise, I have a dog, so I am out for like at least an hour and a half a day anyway, walking the dog. So that one was quite easy for me to like feel like I'm still moving my body, but at the same time it's not unachievable because I'm already doing it. So that has kind of been my hack for a few of these, which maybe is cheating now that I think about it and now that I'm saying it out loud, but whatever. I also wanted to do a minimum of 10k steps a day, which, like, cool, if I'm doing an hour and a half of exercise, I'm getting that in. I wanted to do 10 minutes of stretching every day. I have been doing this in the morning, so I've been like waking up and just sort of like stretching, moving my body, because I feel like I am so tense and I feel like I carry a lot of tension and sort of like knots in my back, and I want to get back to being flexible. Like, I want to be able to do the splits again. I want to be able to go to a yoga class again and not like feel like I'm going to keel over when they ask me to touch my toes. So I just want to like stretch and release a little bit of tension in my body. I have 1 coffee a day, which I have just touched on. I just feel like the caffeine was making me a little bit jittery and a little bit anxious, and I didn't want to completely like cut it off because I don't feel like it's that much of an issue, but I just feel like now that I have one, I feel like I've got into a better routine with like drinking my water and doing my wellness shots and having green teas. I just feel like I was drinking a lot of like sugary, very sweet, probably not very healthy, well, not very healthy at all, coffees. So we've had to knock that one on the head. And then also I had 90 ounces of water per day. I don't know what that is in litres, millilitres, gallons. I have no idea. I just seen somebody say that you should drink 90 ounces of water per day, and that is what I've stuck to, which really is like 2 and a bit Stanleys, I believe. So I feel like I do that. Like, I will drink pretty much a Stanley before I go to work. Then during my work day, I feel like I fill my Stanley up like at least twice. And then when I come home, I'm probably like bordering on the verge of drowning my body from the inside. But I have always been a big water drinker, so I have such a bad bladder. Then I also have eat out or takeaways once a month. This one has not gone very well. I feel like we don't get a lot of takeaways, but me and my boyfriend do go out for food quite a lot. Like, we'll go out for dinner, we'll go out for tea, we'll go out for a coffee and a cake and like brunch. So we both have said that we feel like we need to stop doing that as much, and we only really do that on a weekend. Like, oh my god, we have just gone on so many tangents. I probably see my boyfriend like twice a week. I see him once during the week and once on a weekend. And on the weekend is normally we'll go for like a dog walk and get some dinner or something like that. But we are trying to cut down on that a little bit, just because we are both in our new year, new goals sort of mindset. That has not been going well for me though, because I have been away like a lot. I was away, it was my birthday, then I was away in Centre Parks, and then I went to Dublin, which actually we will talk about in a little bit because I have not even said anything about that. But yeah, that one has not been going too well. I also had no alcohol, special occasions only. I am not a very big drinker anyways. Like, I feel like I could probably count on one hand the amount of times that I drank last year, like in 2024. I just don't particularly like being drunk. Like, I feel like I go from 0 to 100 quite quick. I am such a lightweight, and I do think that is obviously not being helped by the fact that I don't drink very often. So when I do, I feel like I have like, when you're 1 to 2 drinks in and you feel like a little bit less anxious and a little bit buzzed, I like that. I don't mind that feeling. But then after that, I don't like being drunk. I don't like feeling out of control, and I hate the anxiety of it the next day. So to me, a lot of the time, like, drinking isn't worth it. And I'm also like not a casual drinker, which might be more of an issue, but like, I would never just have like a glass of wine on a night or have like 1 drink. Like, I feel like either I don't drink at all, or I was getting like, oh my god, why am I making it seem like I have an issue? Literally don't. Like I said, I drank a few times last year, but like, if I'm going out, then I feel like I just get drunk because I don't have that tolerance built up. Literally, I don't even know what I'm talking about. This has gone on such a rant. But basically, yeah, I only drinking for special occasions, which again, I do anyways. Like, I don't drink very often. It's literally if we go out for like birthdays or if I'm on holiday. That is pretty much it. but I have been doing dry January. I have not drank at all in January. Like obviously we went to Dublin, didn't drink there, which is kind of controversial. Like everyone's been like, what about? I think that says more about you if you can't have a good time without alcohol, but that's just me. I also then have 5 a day every day. I am vegan or plant-based, if you didn't know. Yeah, I do not eat very healthy. I feel like I am very much a creature of habit too, and I eat the same meals all the time, and I just kind of want to like push myself a little bit, not hyperfixate on things, and make sure that I am fully fueling my body in the best way possible. That's what like a lot of these centre around. Then I have read 75 pages every day. I have been sticking to this one like religiously. I will literally be like, I'm stressed, I've only read like 60 pages today, like I'm tallying it up, which again, maybe is not a good thing. Like it definitely is a hyperfixation and I shouldn't be putting so much pressure on myself, but I'm enjoying sticking to it. I then also had no necessary spends, hasn't happened. I have booked to go to Belfast, I went to Dublin, and I've booked to get some new tattoos, which goes hand in hand with I wrote down a no spend February. I'm getting the tattoos and I'm going to Belfast in February, so that's kind of a write-off. And then I also put to be off my phone by 9 p.m. That one again has not worked. Like I am kind of annoyed about it because this is part of like I want to get into my nighttime routine and I want to really sort of like pin that down to where I'm feeling like the most well rested, the best sort of like sleep that I can get, because I feel like that has not been happening recently. And I feel like just coming off my phone a little bit earlier will sort of help that. But it's hard, and we truly are all addicted to our phones, because why is it so difficult to come off it on a night? Like, please tell me. I have put limits on Instagram and TikTok, so I have an hour for those a day, which to some people might be a lot, to some people might not, but I have realised that it combines it, so I could spend 40 minutes on Instagram, 20 minutes on TikTok, and then that's when my phone kicks me out of the apps. So it's not like an hour on Instagram and an hour on TikTok, it's an hour in total, which I don't think is bad. And I have noticed that my screen time in general has been so much lower because I've been doing that too. So the next step is to come off my phone at like 9 o'clock. But that is my 75 soft. I did not expect that to turn into like such a big thing. But I have also been doing like a habit tracker. I've been using, I think it's called On Rise. I will put it on here somewhere, but I have been ticking that off every day when I have done them all. So the only one that currently has not been ticked off is the off my phone by 9 p.m. But all of the rest of them should have about 25 ticks, I think, because that's when I started them, and I have done them every single day, which love that for me. But now that we have got that out of the way, I feel like I just ranted at yous, whatever. Anyway, oh my god, going on to my other parcels. So if you watched my last video, it was a book haul, and I said in there that I ordered some stuff from Waterstones. Oh my god, did I just stop it? Oh no, okay, we're good. I ordered some stuff from Waterstones, and I said that I thought there was 5 books that I ordered and only 4 came. So the final book has came, which was The Last Word by Taylor Adams. So this is a thriller. I'm pretty sure that this is the one that I've seen Destiny speak about, where someone writes a review for a book and then the author starts like stalking them or being weird or like getting harassed. Like she starts getting harassed by the author that she left a bad review of. But I'm really excited to read it. I kind of want to delve into the horror and thriller genre a little bit more. I feel like I'm really craving a book that is actually going to make me scared. So if you have any recommendations or any horror recommendations, please do send them my way. But I'm excited to get into this. I'm sure Destiny rated it pretty high, and I've never read anything by this author before, so excited to get into this one. And then I got sent some PR from Penguin. So this is a colouring book, I believe. I got reached out to on Instagram and asked if they wanted to send it to me. Asked if I wanted them to send it to me. I literally cannot speak English. I think it's like romance inspired, or like it's meant to be kind of spicy because it's like Valentine's inspired. This looks so cute though. Got a little lolly. I always feel so bad when I like wreck things, but whatever. We've got some love hearts in there. Love hearts are actually one of my favourite sweets. Okay, so we've got this colouring book that says The Spice is the Plot, Colouring for Romance Lovers. I honestly love this. Obviously, I am a romance girly, and I have, oh my god, that's all I have to say. Yeah, I'm a romance girly and I'm actually wanting to get into colouring. I feel like everybody has those cute little colouring books. I don't know what the brand is called, and like the pens. And as I'm sort of like trying to spend less time on my phone, dive into other hobbies that sort of like fill my cup a little bit, help me de-stress too, I feel like colouring might be a good option for that. And where better to start than a smutty colouring book? And then the last thing that I want to show you is this really cute print that I got of Willow. So I think I've said before, like I mentioned it in a few videos previously, I have like started shopping for my future house. I literally started doing this like a year, 2 years ago, because your girl thought that she'd been moved out by now, but whatever, I digress. I have started buying like little plates, mugs, things like that, just things that are like staples that I kind of don't want to spend the money on when I actually move out, and if I already have them, then hopefully it'll make the moving out process a tiny bit easier. But I've also started collecting a few little like decor pieces. I've ordered some other prints as well. Obviously I have these ones which are coming with me, like they will be in my book room if I get one, and I have also got some Magnolia Parks ones that I do want to put up in here at the minute, but they will eventually come with me anyways. But I ordered some that I have a vision of for like in my kitchen, like quite colourful, cute little sort of prints and quotes. I will pop some, maybe like some inspo pics on here. I will show you the prints when they come. But yeah, I am sort of trying to build up a few pieces now so that then when I do hopefully move out this year, that I won't have to like completely buy it all then, on top of having to pay a house deposit and a mortgage. So, you know, we're trying to be prepared. My vibes for my home are like country farmhouse, minimalist because I'm a beige girl and I'm very boring, but I also want it to look lived in and just cozy and homely and cute. Anyway, all of that being said, I got this print of Willow because she is my child and she needs to be front and centre of the house. This is going to be at the front to like greet people coming in. I just think that this is gorgeous. Like, it is so cute. I wanted it on green because green for me is going to be like one of the only colours that I have in my house. Me literally like planning out my whole entire house. I haven't even started looking, haven't bought a house, literally none of that. I'm just a type A personality. Anyway, I wanted it green because green are like the accents that I would like in my future home, and I just think it looks so cute. It was from Holly something, I will put it on here, but I think it is adorable. Like, she looks so cute. But I think they are all of like the updates that I wanted to give and the stuff that I wanted to show you. Obviously, like I said, I did go to Dublin last week. That was so much fun. I went with my best friend Dilbag. I will actually insert some clips that I got here now. But we had such a cute trip. Like, I loved it so much. It was my first time going to Ireland and I loved it. I was obsessed. Like I said, I am doing dry January, or I don't generally drink anyways, and Dill doesn't drink either. So we weren't going for the alcohol, which I know a lot of people do go to Dublin for, and I can see why they do. Like, the bars and stuff were so cute and so lively, and I think that it would be good to go there for that reason, but we weren't bothered like by that. But yeah, we had such a good time, like just exploring the city and going for good food and just having like nice girly quality time together. That is something that I really want to prioritize this year. I feel like last year, just because of various things going on, I didn't prioritize my friendships as much as I should and as much as I want to, and that I have previously. And this year I do not want to make that like a running theme. I don't want that to be the same this year. So we have both pledged that we are going to be spending more quality girly time together, because my friends truly mean the world to me, and like my platonic relationships mean so much to me. Like they are everything to me. I will start crying unless I move on. But yeah, we had such a cute time. Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, what did we do? We did shopping, we went for good food, we tried a spice bag, and then went back and watched the Molly May documentary. Core memories. And like I said, it was just such a cute girly little trip, spending quality time with my favourite person in like a new city. Didn't find myself a Johnny Kavanagh, but it's okay, it is fine. Next month I'm going to Belfast as well, which I think I've already said. So I will have been to both Northern Ireland and Republic of Ireland. Tick 2 off the list. But yeah, I actually need to give you some reading updates, because I am reading, I'm still on the tandem read. Well, not still. I actually have been so bad at updating you with my Throne of Glass journey. I did originally set out to vlog me reading it, but then I think I vlogged the first 3 books, and then no, actually I think it all went wrong with the Assassin's Blade. So I read the Assassin's Blade 3rd and I lost some of the footage, and then I forgot to film, and then it was just a mess. And then from there, I feel like the plot picked up and I wanted to fully focus on reading the books and not thinking, oh, I need to vlog this, I need to do that. And it just fell off. But I am on the tandem read, which means I'm nearly at the end of my Throne of Glass journey. I've nearly finished the series. I'm literally 89% through the tandem read. I have been reading it on my Kindle just because I personally thought that that would be easier for me, rather than having to carry 2 like 800-page books around with me and read like 4 chapters of this one, 2 chapters of this one, 6 chapters of this, go back to that one. Especially when I read at work, like I take my books to work and read there as well. And obviously if I'm at Will's, like it just felt like the easiest way for me to do the tandem is on my Kindle, because I have a document here where it is like already set out for you. But it's getting so intense. Like I said, I'm 89% through. It says that I have 2 hours and 37 minutes left. So I'm actually hoping that I will finish this today, which is insane. Like that is insane to me. I feel like I've been reading it for ages, but I think I've only been reading it for about a week, which is again insane because it's like over 1,000 pages. And obviously the plot is picking up. We have like more characters. We are learning about the history and everything leading up until this point. So it's a lot to sort of like take in, but I feel like I've been reading it for so long, and I think it's coming up to like 2 weeks that it's taken me to read it, which I feel like I've read barely any books in January, but they've all been big. Like I've read Heir of Fire, Queen of Shadows, and now the tandem. So technically that's 4 books actually. And then obviously we just have Kingdom of Ash left. I cannot believe it. I just love it so much. Like there's something in fantasy books, and specifically Sarah J Maas books, that I love so much. Like the escapism, the characters, like I feel so seen with Aelin. I love her so much. And Manon, I did not expect, well actually I was going to say I didn't expect to love Manon as much as I did, but from the second that Manon came into these books, I literally text Siri and Jenna and I was like, do we like her? Because they are further ahead of me in the series. I was like, do we like her or not? Because I love her and I've only read about her for 2 pages. I just feel such a kinship to Manon and to Aelin, to be honest. And it's the same sort of thing that I felt with Nesta in the ACOTAR series. I don't know what it is about women that come across as bitches and probably that are like so headstrong and so stubborn and so sort of like, not cold, but like me against the world that I feel such a kinship with. But I love them so much. Like, oh my God, I'm just obsessed with all of them, to be honest. But Manon and Aileen, they are my girls. So things are getting so intense. Like, it is insane. My anxiety cannot take it. I have 10% of the book left, or like 11% of the book left, which, what did I say, it's meant to take me 2 hours, which is insane, by the way. Just to say, so this book, obviously on your Kindle it tells you how long you have left. Average books, I would say, for me, if I read them on my Kindle, from when I start the book it'll say like time left in book 5, 6, maybe 7 hours. Tell me why this was like 40. It was like 40 something hours. And now I have 10% left and it's meant to take me like over 2 hours, 2.5 hours. Normally that would take me like 20 minutes. It's a lot. But I am thoroughly enjoying it. I'm not ready for the series to be over, but at the same time, I want to finish this book and I want to get to Kingdom of Ash, but like I'm scared to finish it. But I actually need to go and walk Willow and then I think I'm going to finish this when I get back. So maybe we will do a little bit of reading together then and we will be able to finish this and I'll be able to give you some thoughts, seeing though I didn't for literally the rest of the series. So that is my bad. I am upset about it, but maybe I will go back through and do a reread at some point because I do want to, I don't know, I'm getting ahead of myself. I literally haven't even finished the series, but anyway, yeah, gonna go and walk Willow and then I will check in when I get back. I feel like I've just talked to you for literally like however long, but I feel like I haven't sat down and spoke in a while and it was just nice to have a little chat. So I'm back from my walk. We just went like along the beach. I feel like I'm looking a little bit dishevelled because the wind is insane. Like, it's so cold because of the storm that's here. I feel like we have had so many storms. I'm just so over like the winter, the cold, living in England, honestly, but I'm so ready for it to be summer. Anyway, I am hopefully gonna finish Empire of Storms and Tower of Dawn. Like, I'm going to finish the tandem. I said earlier, I'm currently 89% of the way through. I have 2 hours and 38 minutes left. How many chapters actually do I have left? I have, wait, 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, okay, I actually have quite a lot of chapters left. I thought I didn't have that many left, but I have maybe like 20 or something. I'm on chapter 57 of Tower of Dawn at the minute. Honestly, I have no idea about the tandem. Like, I am so not confused, but I'm like, I don't know how to gauge how far into each book I am. Like, literally not a clue because I've barely even looked at the physical copies because I've just been doing it on here. But the bit that we're up to in Tower of Dawn, spoilers incoming by the way, Kill and, is it Irene? How do you spell her name and pronounce her name? I don't know. Them two are together and Nesrin and Sartak, however you pronounce his, I don't know, however you pronounce the names, those two are basically together and we are getting them uncovering stuff about the Valg and about that whole realm and working on that from their side when in Empire of, oh my god, I was about to say Empire of Dawn, Tower of Dawn and Empire of Storms, okay. But then in Empire of Storms, the bit that I am up to, like the chapters that I've just been up to, Maeve is there and Aileen and Manon have gone into the Witch Mirror and things are getting intense, things are getting crazy. I'm just loving it. Like, I'm so immersed in this world that even doing the tandem, when it flicks, something will just happen and it'll just get intense and then it'll go back over to the other book and I'm like, oh, I want to keep on reading like this one or like whatever is happening in that book. But I feel like the way that it's been done, I will say sometimes I was going through Tower of Dawn oh my, because I keep calling it the tandem, I'm like, what are the books even called? But because I'm doing the tandem, when I'm reading Tower of Dawn, I feel like sometimes I have at parts being like, oh, I kind of just want to get to Empire of Storms, like get back to those chapters, because they're a bit more interesting, they have more going on, and they follow more characters that I love, compared to Tower of Dawn that kind of only follows Kael, Mesrin, Sartak now, and Arene, however you pronounce their names. That kind of focuses more on just those four, whereas I feel like Empire of Storms, we have so many different characters, and I do feel like that plot is the main plot and the other one is kind of like the side plot, but obviously they both are going to go hand in hand. And I do like having sort of like, I was going to say reprieve, that sounds so dramatic, but like having the intensity of Empire of Storms and then going to Tower of Dawn where you feel like you're finding more out, but then it's not as intense. Anyway, I am hopefully going to go and finish this. I am just loving it. I'm just obsessed. And I feel like, as with every Sarah J Maas book, the last however long, like normally I feel like from like the 75% mark in like a normal size book, or like the last 100 pages are always insane, like something crazy always happens. So I am a little bit scared of what's going to happen. Obviously we have found stuff out about Maeve. I'm a little bit scared that somebody is going to die, just because I know that people obviously in this series have died anyways, but I know that people always say that ACOTAR is Sarah J Maas's only series where like none of the main characters have died. So that means that in Throne of Glass and Crescent City they have, and that scares me. But let's go, let's see how much of this I can read. I have just finished the tandem read. I obviously read it on my Kindle, but I don't even know like what to think, what to say. I want to go straight into Kingdom of Ash, but at the same time I'm scared and like I'm not quite ready for it to be over. But I'm like, I've just read these two books. Is Tower of Dawn actually the one that if you read them separately, that's the one that you read first? How many pages is in that one? 660. And in Empire of Storms, there's 688. So it's like, what, 1,300 pages? I read that in like, I would say just under 2 weeks. I think I started it on like the 13th of January. So that is not bad going for me, honestly. But I'm like, I'm so obsessed with them. I love Aelin so much, and I love Manon. Honestly, I love them all. Like, I actually love them all. They have my heart and soul forever. I cried so much. Like, I know I said that I was gonna try and film some, didn't. But I literally cried so much. Like, oh my God. I was just like, I have no words. I have no words. Maybe I'll speak about it in like a wrap up or something. But obviously, like, coming straight off finishing the book, whoa, my head is shiny. I'm like still processing, but I love them so much. Oh, I think I might start Kingdom of Ash tomorrow, or maybe I'll start it tonight, I don't actually know. But I'm just gonna have a chill night. I'm gonna watch some TV, maybe start a new book, maybe start Kingdom of Ash, and that's about it from me. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and hopefully I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.